Hey guys, it's Melissa and it's Wednesday. I'll give you guys a couple minutes to jump on here before we start talking about habits of highly productive people. That is our subject of the day. So y'all, this is going to be some good shit. So make sure if you get some value out of this or you start watching and you like it, you share, hit that share button. If you're tuning in live to watch me live during the live broadcast, type a 1 in for me. If you're catching the replay, type in a 2 so I know, and then let me know where you're watching from. So first of all, let's talk about being highly productive. There are habits that successful people, and good morning, Eric. There are habits that successful people and highly productive people have trained themselves to make a part of their day. And it is really important to have some sort of a system or to have habits that you develop and train yourself so that you can be highly productive. So let's talk about habit number 1. Hi, Tammy. How are ya? I see Pam's on. Hey, guys. Good morning. So the number 1 habit that we're going to talk about is ruthlessly, this I have to say ruthlessly, at all costs, shed all unimportant tasks, activities, or focuses. So what that means is you need to focus on the positive stuff, the important stuff, and all that stupid unimportant stuff. My dog peed on the floor. My girlfriend's in a bad mood. I'm just giving out some really vague examples, but you want to shed all of that unimportant stuff that's not going to matter to your production for the day. Hey, Diane, how are you? Guys, when you're hopping on, push a 1 in, type a 1 in if you're watching live, 2 if it's a replay, and also let me know where you're watching from, what city and state. So that's number 1. Ruthlessly shed everything that's unimportant and focus only on the important things of the day. Number 2 habit, guys, number 2, take breaks. It is so important to recognize when you need a break. It's going to make you, I've talked about this before on other live videos that I've done and other tips, and I've said, you are so much more productive when you are rested or you had a break or you're living life outside of just working on your business and your goals. It is one thing to be focused, and it is another thing to keep going, wearing yourself down and making yourself less efficient, basically. So it's really important to recognize when you got to take a break. I used to be really bad at this. I've gotten so much better. And the only way that I've gotten better at this is to form different habits, form these new habits, these 8 habits. So 1 was shed all unimportant stuff. 2 was take breaks, really important to take breaks. 3, remove productivity pit stops. Really important, something I still struggle with on a day-to-day basis. Say your friend has some awesome news and she PMs you and you're like, you get caught up in this conversation. That is a productivity pit stop. That can derail you from your focus and your goals for the day. It can make you less productive. All it takes sometimes is just one little thing to get in your way and you're caught up in it, especially if there's drama attached to it. You have to start to detach yourself from that stuff. And that's a habit that's really important to form when you're running your own business and when you're in network marketing, especially. You do not want to be derailed. So number 3 is remove productivity pit stops. Number 4, do what inspires you. Inspire yourself. Number 4 is basic. It's pretty simple. Do something that inspires you. I try to do this. I implement these 8 habits on a day-to-day basis. It's really important. I love music. I absolutely get fired up, inspired, just pumped right up when I hear my favorite music is actually like Latin salsa, stuff like that. It really gets me going. One of my favorite, pop people that I follow, that I listen to on Pandora and Spotify is Pitbull. I use his music when I'm running on my treadmill. He really gets me fired up. So number 4 is do something that inspires you. Tap into that inspiration and get inspired. It's a super important habit. Number 4 was get inspired. Number 5 is create some barriers. This one is really hard for people when they're trying to be nice and trying to be a good friend. You need to make yourself less accessible. And by that, I mean, which is more important, you being there for someone or getting your production in for the day? You have to weigh those two options. And when someone is talking to you, talk, in your PMs all day, that is preventing you from productivity. That is putting a pit stop in there, like I talked about in one of the other habits. So basically what you need to do is create barriers and learn to not be so accessible to other people. It's really hard to do, but it's a habit that's necessary to be highly productive. So that is number 5, guys. Number 6. Are you guys ready? Number 6. Give me a 1 if you're excited about number 6. Okay, number 6, optimize pockets of time and make the most out of those pockets of time. Number 6 is optimize pockets of time. What I mean by that is make the most out of every minute that you have available to yourself. Make the most out of, I mean, like for me, I'll give you an example. I have 2 kids. I take them to appointments, obviously. Take them to the orthodontist. I take them to the dermatologist. I take them to the doctor. When I am in the waiting room, guess what? I utilize that pocket of time to become more productive. So those are the kind of things that you need to figure out. Where can you utilize more time that you're just kind of blowing off and sitting there and picking your butt? I mean, I'm sure you're not picking your butt, but you're just sitting there. I mean, otherwise, what would you be doing in a waiting room? You're just sitting there reading magazines and shit. So create pockets of time. Create pockets, optimize, and create pockets of time is number 6. Optimize pockets of time. So number 7, set timelines. Really important, not only for like your day-to-day, hey Jessica, not only important for your day-to-day, but long-term and short-term. Create timelines. I know you guys have all seen these in history class, you know, back in the day, whether it be high school or college, when you had those timelines and you had to do an assignment and put everything on a timeline. Yeah, it kind of sucked back then, but it's really important to stay highly productive. Number 7 is set timelines and get that stuff done during those timelines. No negotiations, make it non-negotiable. So number 7 is set timelines. Number 8, you guys, this is my favorite. Number 8, automate as much as possible. Automate, you guys, right? I know on my team, in my business, we have a system that the leaders got together and we made this system, the system of steps, and we automated the whole process of getting people started in the business, which, you know, that's freeing up all of our time and making us have more time to become more productive, obviously. So you want to outsource, delegate, and automate as much as you possibly can with your business activities, personal activities too. I don't know about you, but here's a good example. I am a fan of ClickList and curbside pickup for groceries. Guess what? That's part of automation. That's part of me creating more pockets of time so that I can become more productive. So I'm not spending 2 hours in a grocery store. And you know what? If anybody tells you that $5 or $7 is a bad investment, I laugh. So that's one example. So those are the 8 tips, you guys. I'm going to go through them really quickly. Again, I don't like to take up a lot of time here. I just like to give you the bits and pieces. If you'd like to talk more about it, obviously reach out to me. Share this, you guys. People need to know that these habits are what's going to help them become more productive and successful. Obviously, becoming more productive equals more growth, more work getting done, obviously more daily activities, more people you're talking to, blah, 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 blah. I could go on and on and on and on. So the 8 tips are: 1, ruthlessly, by all means necessary, shed unimportant things. Number 2, take breaks, learn to take breaks, recognize when you need a break. Number 3, remove productivity pit stops. Number 4, do what inspires you. Do something that inspires you or gets you fired up. 5, create some barriers with people close to you, not close to you, doesn't matter. Stop being so accessible. Number 6, optimize pockets of time. Use every minute possible. Find those little pockets of time and learn to utilize those better. 7, set timelines. Set a timeline and follow that timeline. Get the shit done and make it non-negotiable. And number 8, my favorite of all, automate. Automate things that you can. Learn to automate, outsource, delegate. That's the best one. And I promise you, if you do these, you learn to incorporate these 8 habits into your day, your week, your month. You know, obviously staying consistent is important, but using these tips will help you be more productive. I promise you. These are all things that I struggled with in the beginning of my network marketing career. And these are things that you can talk to, I don't know, go talk to your successful friends and ask them if they incorporate these tips, and I guarantee you that they do. It's really important. You're welcome, Diane, for the tips. And as always, I will see you guys tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Hopefully my video does not get deleted, because yesterday it did and I had to redo the dang thing. So meet me back here in my kitchen, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'll see you later.